Look at the luxuriousness of this sauce. Beurre Citron. It's citrus instead of wine. Super simple. Gonna go on a delicious pan-seared macadamia nut crusted fish. This video is gonna be off the chain. Let's get going. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chronicle of the Chef. I'm Scott Hamilton, and today we're gonna make a Maui onion flavored macadamia nut crusted Dorado, pan seared. We're gonna make a Beurre Citron. Think Beurre Blanc, but with citrus from my brother's lemon tree in California. What's up? Oh, it's gonna be delicious. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and get going on our prep for this delicious dish. We're gonna start off with our chives. This is mainly gonna be for our garnish. So we just want a nice biased cut. And you wanna make sure when you're cutting chives, your knife is going all the way down and through. Otherwise, you'll end up with like slinkies. You can do these like really small, or you can do them kind of bigger like me. I want that kind of presence of a green onion to play with the Maui onion, sweet onion, all the different kind of onion flavors that we have. I want that bright, fresh feeling of an onion to be going on for sure. All right, we got our garlic, and we aren't gonna really mince this because we are gonna do chips. Kind of keeping our prep a little bit easier because I'm gonna strain this sauce, and this is just gonna be for the sauce. Same with our shallot. We're gonna do a little bit more of a fine chop on this, but we'll leave this kind of big and chunky. That way it's easier to strain out. They'll be thin enough that we'll have lots of time to kind of get it caramelized, and there we go. Throw that in there. These are lemons from my brother's lemon tree out in California. So they are absolutely phenomenal. Homegrown, lots of love. When he got the tree, I guess the neighbors were like, oh, it's a dud, or the owner, somebody was like, it's a dud, and it has been producing lemons like a champ for him. So he must be putting the right amount of TLC into that tree over there. Or his wife. I don't know who does all that kind of work over there. But either way, I am happy to be a beneficiary of the delicious lemons from his tree. Oh, I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Lemon or citrus zest is just my favorite. The smell, the oils of it, it just smells so good. All right, this juicer wasn't too kind to us last time. We're gonna see if it's a little bit nicer this time with a lemon rather than a little like cutie mandarin orange kind of thing. And so far, I'm gonna say the answer is yes. It is much kinder. Oh yeah, oh, so much juice. This is a juicy lemon, which is perfect. I'm really excited to do this kind of Beurre Citron kind of a deal. So it's butter and citrus. Really, you just need any kind of vinegar. So Beurre Blanc, it's a white wine. There's all sorts of different variations. And when I saw my brother's, like my mom had a bag of these that I saw, and I was like, yes, we need to use those to make a delicious kind of Beurre Blanc, but just straight lemon with the fish. It's going to be phenomenal. There we go. There's that one. So the juice of 2 lemons will be more than enough, which is great. I'm going to throw these peels down the garbage disposal. Help my kitchen smell absolutely phenomenal. Now, you can take your macadamia nuts. I'm using seasoned ones today just because I had them, and I was like, why not? You can take it, run it through a blender. I just didn't feel like dirtying another dish. So we are gonna chop them by hand. Now, the nice thing about using a seasoned nut like this is you're obviously getting flavor, and so you don't need to worry about too much other seasonings. And with this rich, luxurious Beurre Citron that we're gonna do, oh, this is gonna be delicious. Whoop. A rocky table over here today. Now, I am looking for a little bit of heat in this dish just trying to find a balance. I don't want to use just a kind of straight black pepper or white pepper. I want something that has a little more behind it, and I think it will go really well with the sweetness of the macadamia nuts. There's this rich fattiness in the macadamia nuts. Then you have all the Maui garlic, Maui onion, and the garlic and everything in this seasoning already. It's nice and salty, so that's really good too. Oh, delicious. I'm going to use some just spicy momofuku seasoning. And we're just going to put a little in here. Kind of think like we're making this almost into like a blackened kind of thing. So more flavor than actual heat. And again, they'll be just fine because we're going to have that rich, tangy, really delicious, beautiful Beurre Citron sauce to go with it. Yeah. Just add an extra little smoky layer, a little heat tingling in there. Chef's kiss. That is perfect. Exactly what we were going for. All right. Now, we're going to do the two-step process of our wonderful breading kind of a deal. I'm not going to do just a top crust. I'm going to crust the whole fish. So we're going to do a little bit of an egg wash in here. We don't need a whole lot, so we're just going to do one little fillet today. I'm also going to throw in some lemon peel. Wherever we can add bits of flavor here and there and kind of create these notes and these links between all the different components of the dish, it's just going to help bring a balanced and more expressive dish. Little heat, sweet and rich, fatty macadamia nut. You get a nice garlic and onion kind of punch, and then you just get this like nice little light lemony fun. Oh yeah. Woohoo! All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and hit this with a little bit of cornstarch, a little more than I wanted to, but that's okay. We're also gonna hit this right here with just a little bit of salt. Just a little bit. And we're just going to kind of get this fish nicely coated. We're not looking for excessive. This is just going to help keep everything on. Okay. Wet hand, dry hand. Okay. This is now my wet hand. We're going to go whoop. See, there we go. And if I was going to do multiple of these, this would never go back into here. This is just for here. So we're going to grab this guy, flip him over, pat him in. Get them nice and crusted with these macadamia nut deliciousness. Let that rest on that rack right there. We're going to throw some more on there just because we can. All right, we're going to get this kind of cleaned up. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to take our butter. And I like to keep mine cold, but I do like to cube it up for when I'm making beurre blancs or things like that. Hollandaise, you're going to use a melted butter. And this is kind of in that vein, but not the same. So first I'm going to cube it into quarters, and we'll probably use about a stick of butter, both in the frying process, pan searing of the fish, as well as in the Beurre Blanc side of things. There we go. All right. So now we got these in these little chunks. They're easy to grab a hold of. Throw them in the pan, get them working. It's perfect. Okay, here we go. For the big show. We're gonna turn our pan on. When we're using stainless steel, we want to make sure that the pan gets hot enough so that all of the metal particles kind of seal back up as they heat up. They kind of spread out, retouch. Otherwise, that's where like those grooves, crevices. It's where you're gonna get your things stuck, and that's how they get sticky. And everyone hates a really good stainless steel pan because it looks like this, but you can cook an egg in this and not have it stick if you have patience and let it heat up like you're supposed to. Take our time. Everything's going to be fine. We'll do our little water test. We'll do it multiple times this time around so that way we can really see. Well, see how it... All right, see how it steams and then it beads? We like the beading. We don't like the steaming. We want the water to bead. So we're getting there. And we're at like medium-high heat right now. We're not like on high. We don't want to bring it up too fast. Oh, but look at that bead. See, you get one little drop of water, it just stays like that. See, it just beads up for us. That is how you know that your pan, your stainless steel pan, is ready for oil. Look at that. It's so fun. Add your oil to the pan. All right, so we are going to just drop some butter in here. The reason why we do butter and oil is the oil is actually gonna help adjust the smoke point of our butter. So our butter's not gonna burn, we're not gonna brown it, but we're gonna get a nice butter flavor going on. We're gonna throw in our shallots. Shallots first, we're just gonna let those kind of cook down. A little bit of salt. And you know what? I have some, so why not? I have a little extra time. I have this thyme, and it's not that it's going bad anytime soon, but it's kind of on its way out. So why not kind of use it? I like that. Throw some more butter on top of there. Now we're gonna throw our garlic on there. Oh, it smells so good. We're gonna do a little more oil. We're gonna go over the herbs and everything. Let that herbs and garlic and onion and shallots and all that kind of stuff kind of season our good oil sitting over here. I'll throw another, we're at like a tablespoon and a half of butter now. Bring this guy over here. And you always want to do presentation side down first. So we're gonna just drop that guy in there and we'll let that cook. Again, patience is key here. We don't want to be messing around with things too much. We want to let this cook through. The beautiful thing about the Beurre Blanc is that the Beurre Blanc can take your thing and make it elegant. Make whatever dish that you're trying to use with it, make it that elegant, that fancy, that great. And that can be the focus of the difficulty. You can just salt, pepper, a little herb on your fish, on a piece of chicken. Beurre Blanc's gonna be great there, or Beurre Citron, as we're doing here today. Oh yeah, we're looking good here, team. We're looking good. We're gonna throw a little more butter in there. The reason why I like to go cold butter, especially when I'm pan searing meat, beef, or fish, chicken, any of those kinds of things, use cold butter for two reasons. One, it's not gonna burn on you as fast. Warm butter is gonna melt really quick, get to that burning point a lot faster than the cold butter. So this is gonna help keep things nice and clean and those flavor profiles that we're looking to keep, one. And two, it's also gonna help control the temperature of the pan and the oil that we're cooking in. So as we add cold things to the pan, it drops the whole temperature down. Every time you add something cold to it, it drops down. Which is why when you're doing a steak or things like that, you wanna do a hot pan and you want that steak at a nice room temperature. But when you add it cold, it's gonna take longer. So the cold butter is gonna help us regulate this so we aren't burning it. So we got this. And we're gonna give this guys a little look. Flip. Oh, look at that beauty right there. Oh man, this is looking phenomenal. We're gonna throw in another little bit of butter here. So our fish is looking beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on our pan and throw it in the oven. This oven's gonna be set to about 400 degrees and it's gonna cook for about 5 minutes. And then it will be good to go. But again, we want it nice and elevated so that it can finish off doing its cooking and whatnot. Now that we're gonna be looking at our sauce, we're gonna turn the temperature down to about medium heat, about halfway, medium heat, no longer medium high. We kind of want to let these guys work themselves out. We're going to kind of press as much of that oil kind of out of those leaves and everything of our thyme. Bring these guys over here. Garlic and our onions and everything. Drop them over here because now this is all sorts of flavorful deliciousness here. There we go. All right. And now for the magic. So I like to do this in a couple of parts. One, I'm going to go ahead and just really open up that lemon aromatics with our lemon zest. Kind of scrape at the bottom of the pan. We want all that goodness up and off the pan. We want to work that into our sauce. There we go. Oh. All the flavors are there and they are happy to be there. Love that. All right, a little splash of lemon juice. And we're gonna let this reduce. And we're gonna kind of do that twice. So about a tablespoon or so of our lemon juice. We're gonna keep letting it reduce until it's pretty like pasty. We're looking at a really good glaze. Okay, now I'm gonna turn it down to like a medium low. I'm gonna do another, oh, I see lemon seed. A little more lemon juice. Again, really looking to make this nice and tart. Smells so good. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of salt. To me, this is a great time to add our cracked pepper. It's gonna help soften it up, kind of let the heat mix through the whole dish. And again, I'm using more of a coarse ground black pepper so that when I strain it, it won't be in there. But look at that. That is how you know we're looking good. Woo! That is tart. Woo! Look good. All right, so now I'm on like a low heat. We're really reduced now, which is beautiful. Now it's time to whisk, whisk, whisk butter. Okay, so we're gonna add in about a tablespoon of butter, and we're just gonna do this slowly until we get our nice, rich, luxurious Beurre Blanc. Because now we're creating a emulsification between that delicious reduced down lemon juice and our butter. And we're trying to whip them together. We're forcing them together by whisking it, whisking it, whisking it. That heat's gonna help kind of melt things down, make them become good friends. But look at that. Absolute luxury here. All right, we're about halfway through that pile of butter, which is great. We're gonna give this a little taste. It is still very tangy, very rich. Oh man, but it is good. There we go. As you can see, as we cook, heat it up a little much, it'll start to break on you. Ooh, hopefully we didn't mess it up. Let's get back together. All right, we're gonna strain this through. I have a little bit more butter left. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna strain this guy out. We're gonna do a little more lemon juice. He's a little separated. Okay, we got this nice reduction going again. Throw this guy back in here. Heat everything up. We're gonna see if we can't salvage this real quick. We're gonna throw in this butter. Turn off the heat. We're actually gonna burr mix it, our hand mixer. All that there. So I think that my whisking just isn't strong enough right now. Still a little hot. So we're gonna add a bunch of butter here. Help kind of cool things down. I hope we can resurrect that. All right, we've saved our emulsification, so that's good. We're gonna kind of just pour this back in here. We'll let it all hang out. We were able to save it. Thank goodness. Just look at that now. That is what we're looking for. You get the richness of the butter. You get that bright acidic note from all of the lemon. You get the fresh lemon vibes. Oh, it's gonna be delicious on that fish. Let's get plating. All right, so for our plating of this, we don't want to put the sauce on top because the sauce on top would then ruin our nice crispy macadamia nut crust. So we don't want to do that. So we're just going to kind of give ourselves a nice little beautiful pool of Beurre Blanc here at the bottom. We'll throw some chives on for green on the bottom. And then our beautifully cooked fish. Whoa! You look at that. A couple little more sprinkle of green on top. And I think that we have a winner. Just kind of do just the edge here, just to kind of, ooh. Look at that. It is looking beautiful. Oh, Smells phenomenal. Let's dig in. One thing about Beurre Blancs and these kinds of things is these tend to separate. They're hard to kind of keep together, which is why I busted out the hand mixer, tried to really intensify that emulsification. But as you can see, now it's just like a quick, as it's cooled down and everything, it's just a quick whip and we're back into a nice, luxurious sauce here. It is tart, but it's not overly tart. That lemon is just bright and fresh. And then you have this like luxurious buttery goodness happening. Oh, I love the notes of shallots and garlic and the thyme. I think that last minute thyme was a great addition. Oh, now for the fish. Let's see here. First of all, cook, I think, is rather perfect. Man, delicious. I love how simple this is. Nothing crazy. Didn't go nutsos with all different spices and this and that. You kept it nice, strong, classic aromatics. And then the Maui onion flavoring. If you like them like Maui onion chips, oh man, these macadamias are for you then. It is phenomenal. The fish is cooked well. The Beurre Blanc helps keep everything nice and moist. Just so that we can get the full effect, you know? Add a little green onion. Remember the show The Bite with Anthony Bourdain? That's what this reminds me of. Just one bite. This is a winner right here. I don't know why I don't think about Beurre Blancs more. I mean, obviously it's a whole lot of butter, but I would have used the same amount of butter if I did 3 more fish fillets. So it's nothing crazy because I mean, look at all this Beurre Blanc that I have left over. You need a whole lot of butter to get this sauce to hold and to do what you want it to do. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Man, this is delicious. All right, one last bite. One last little critique of everything. See how things are going. Oh, look how flaky it is. Okay. I love it when I hit home runs. I tend to do it often, you know. I can taste the heat. I think the lemon peel is just this. The lemon zest is just kind of floating through everything. So not only do you get like that bright citrus as if you squoze a lemon over the top, you get the rich fattiness, you get the acidity, and then you get because we zested it, you get just like true lemon essence, kind of just floating through the whole dish. I love it. It is so good. And there's that heat right on the back end. Oh, it's feeling really good. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned some new tips and tricks, and hope that you go out there and try out making a Beurre Blanc, a Beurre Citron, Beurre Beer, whatever kind of thing that you want to make, and fancy up a little dish with a little Beurre something. That butter is going to do you good. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.